don't.
Actually, but you can't blame that on the weight because
we're enjoying it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We do get breaks, but we just like going out and getting bladdered.
So how, from when it first started...
So we start the interview now?
Yeah, let's start.
Okay then.
So how have things... I mean, we've just been chit-chatting about how mad it's been, but how have your lives actually changed since, you know, that first single was released?
Oh, it's completely changed because as first single was released, we got top 10. We were all over the moon, but doing gigs with all the other famous people and seeing the fans chasing the van, their van, and asking for autographs, us three like, oh gosh, I can't wait for that to happen to us. And now it's like we had to get a police escort to get us out of one of the gigs because the van was being mobbed, and we're like, we've made it.
yeah, and like when we're on stage, you have to have police, like, you know, a barrier of police in front of the stage and stuff.
It's really good.
It is mad.
So what sort of fans have you found to attract?
We don't call them fans really, we call them our mates. All kinds of ages.
Pretty much the same like type of people as us. So it's just like as in mates, yeah.
I think
And some really mad people as well.
Yeah. Right now brought an older audience in. I mean, we get fan letters from 25-year-olds older, and see you brought quite a young generation in, and now I think I Want Your Love it's very dancey in it, so that's brought an older
Yeah, because it's been number 2 in a certain magazine's number 1 in the pop chart and number 2 in the club chart.
Breakers.
What does that mean to you though? Because I mean, you must have talked about it so
What does it mean? Woohoo!
It's weird, like, I mean, especially because we're getting nominated for awards and stuff like that. It's like
we got an MTV award in China.
Yeah, we've been
just being there.
Nominated for an Echo Award, which is actually a paper where we advertise for Natasha. So they basically they give us our first interview as well. That's the local Liverpool Echo. And it's just so, if we won that, that'd be absolutely amazing.
And the Disney Awards as well. We've been nominated that, but there's like 16 bands.
Echo is the best, most contribution to pop music, and we're up against Mel C and Space. And Disney's best newcomer.
You know, not much competition.
But imagine winning best newcomer.
That would be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Imagine winning best contribution to pop.
So you just mentioned the paper that you advertised in. Tell me a bit about how you actually got together, because I understand you guys were already together, weren't you?
Well, we found Natasha, yeah. But Kerry started the band herself first.
Because I'm mad.
Because she did the songs, Andy had showed her the songs, and she said, how about getting a girl band then? I fancy it. And he went, all right then, fair enough. And then she said to Andy, who's that, who comes into the studio, which was me, because I came in for singer lessons, and she said, who's that? And he said, oh, that's Liz. And then said, I like your way you're thinking, ask her. And Kerry asked me if I wanted to be in the band, and then we lived together for 9 months, and then found Natasha in the paper.
So what did you think when you met these guys?
It was mad because I've been doing performing arts for years, performing, and I've been to so many different auditions, and it was getting to the point where nothing was happening, so I thought, well, I moved down to London. And then I got the audition for the band. I was the first one along. They kept me there for about 5 hours. They like turned everyone else away.
Wouldn't let her leave. You're not going, you're stuck here now.
And I like learnt all the songs and had a good chat. And then the next day I met the girls, and like a week later, it was like official. I was in the band.
So only 3 weeks later after that, we got a record deal.
Honestly?
So I was just constantly stuck in, like recording, rehearsing, and just trying to catch up on all the 9 months work that they'd already done.
So was it just sort of immediately like this ball started rolling and it hasn't stopped? Like,
Yeah, it's like
We got on this roller coaster and it still hasn't stopped. And I'm feeling a bit sick now.
I don't think it's hit us properly yet. I think one day we'll sit there and then we'll just go.
Sometimes, I mean, we've sat round in the hotels and we've all, before it all got going, like, we were all like, are we really going to get a record deal? You know, it's like Andy McCluskey, Suitcase Show, and our manager, Martin O'Shea. And they're like, yeah, you know, and they go, but when you get it, you know, you're going to be living out your suitcases, it's going to be non-stop. We're like, yeah, whatever. And now it's like, we've sat down a few times and we've looked around the hotel room and there's these big suitcases with clothes everywhere, thinking we've not been home for like 4 weeks. They're right. Look at us. And we haven't changed at all.
I think one point it did like hit me. It was at the weekend we'd done a gig up by Liverpool, and last year we'd done it, and we were walking around the fair, pottering about.
No one mind the doors.
No one knew who we were. And then this year,
That's
we
where-
had police standing round,
That's where we had to have the police
security,
escorts,
looking after us.
police at the front of the stage.
And it was like, what a difference a year has made.
And some
It's
fella walked up,
unbelievable.
some fella came up and said he was our ex-boyfriend, but wouldn't say which one he was.
And he turned out that he had like a
Assault record on women.
On 10 women,
Oh, we don't have to get him.
telling you.
It was probably actually my ex-boyfriend, to be honest with you.
I actually know the name from somewhere, which is a bit scary. But as well, at the weekend, no, the other night I went home, and after that show, and I sat round, I was just watching, and Bad Boys came on the film with Will Smith in, and I sat there and I went, he's cool, and Will Smith. And my boyfriend went, you met him? I went, because we met him at his party, and I just went,
He's dead.
oh my God! And I'm going, Will Smith? And he's going, I know. I'm going, no, it's Will Smith. I'm like, summertime and all that. And he's going, I know, yeah, that's one of the songs he does, always going, Big Willie, hey, and all this. And he's just like, yeah. And I was like, but I sat there for about 10 minutes going,
It's really strange because like we watched Jerry Spring was upstairs just on the hotel. I was like, oh my God, he asked me out.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
She
really,
is such a lucky girl. I envy you.
A dream come true.
it was,
Oh, I was over the moon.
she was so surprised. She was drinking wine at the time and she went, the wine.
It was really.
And then she told us, and then we were all like that, yeah, all right, Jerry, bye, Jerry. We wouldn't go anywhere near him.
It was a lovely guy. It was a really.
No, he
really,
was. He made us feel really
he
welcome
made
to
us
his
feel-
show.
You know, and he was hilarious. But apparently, he's got this really big thing for blondes.
So Kerry wants to get her hair dyed now.
So I'm gonna actually dye my hair,
Black.
put a muzzy on, get a boob reduction.
I mean, you mentioned like you met Will Smith and whatever.
Pace president as well.
Hello,
And
Cool
Tom
J.
Jones. Hello, Cool J. It's like, but you know, sometimes you think I'm sat at home. To me, it's like you're back at school because we just done the Disney tour, and like there was Point Break there.
And the steps.
There was Boom, and like we just done the Steps tour, and Boom was on there. There was all other kinds of bands, and to me, it's like being back at school. Because when we were doing the Disney tour, you know, you got the producers and the directors, and they come out, and we all sit down, all the bands, and they tell you what to do, and like, well, you shut up and be quiet and listen to what we're
And
saying.
we
It's
stuff
not
like-
important, and we get shouted at. But it's like we're all throwing newspapers at each other, going, and giggling. So it's like being back at school. And to me, they're not famous. They're just everybody else that's following their own dream and having a laugh and having a good time, and that's what it is. Being back at school, and it is hard work. Sometimes I wish I was getting homework.
And before the briefing and that with the Disney tour, we all like the first briefing we all had on the first show, we all just sat there in the chairs and they're saying stuff and we're all going. And like, you know, like when your teacher would say something, you'd all go, like say if she'd say, if you're doing Latin, sex us met thingy, and you go, sex! You know, one of them, it's like, yeah. It was just like that all the way through the tour, and it's like that on every tour, it's brilliant.
You do
But
get
the
the
bit
odd one
was
of
good
people-
as well because we were doing Disney in the day, Steps in the night.
Night.
So it was just like non-stop
And
having a laugh.
TVs in between as well.
Mad. And gigs afterwards.
And gigs after that. We did a 23-hour day. The other day we was up at 4 to do Dig It, then we done CDK, met Kylie, Minogue. Oh my God. And then we had 3 gigs, and the last gig was at 3 o'clock. But did the kittens go to bed and go sleep?
No, we
We
partied
went out
hard.
and partied.
But the thing is, well, I remember the other day we had 45 minutes sleep in the night time.
But we don't
For the-
mind.
for 2
We're
days.
enjoying it.
It was cool.
It's ace.
Were you not sort of worried when you first got together and thought, right, another girl band that
No, because we're not another girl band.
Because
We've
before
never
we
been
come
called that
along,
before.
before we
nobody
come
else
along,
out.
it was just like the Spice Girls and
All Saints.
Bewitched and All Saints, and they'd all gone quiet. So we got in there first
And
because
as
we knew
well-
we had the good songs to do it all.
We released C the same week as Bewitched. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're really good friends with Bewitched. They're really nice girls. We got on really well. They only got to number 16 and we got number 6, which we were pretty proud of because it's like Bewitched, and even though we beat them, it's still like,
They're
every time we see
Bewitched.
Bewitched, it's like, it's Bewitched, man, it's Bewitched, you know. And I don't think we're just another girl band because we're not false. Do you know
But
what I
not
mean?
manufactured.
We're just
We
ourselves.
just don't get called a girl band, which really we are a girl band.
We were more like a boy band the way we
We
go
should
on.
actually
Yeah, we
be a bunch of fellas, you know.
Yeah, we are
I think
both
I'd be a
fellas.
really good fella.
I am a fella. actually.
How would you describe your musical style then to people who haven't necessarily heard it?
Oh, I'd definitely say it's
Pop with attitude, something different, funky, in your face. There you go.
get you up on the dance floor, definitely. Got a lot of beat to it, a lot of attitude. It's brilliant because we sing it.
It's feel good music. It's songs that make you smile and oh, does it remind you of the summer? I remember when we went on holiday and that
It's
song.
one of those type of songs.
And as well, it's like
Reminisce.
but you've still got your you know, ballads that make you really upset and stuff like that. We're a very emotional band.
Do you have a favourite track so far?
Mine would have to be Right Now,
Right now.
the first single.
Because
It's
that
a
was the
classic
first song that we all learned, the first song that we all recorded all at different times. And we were all brought up on 70s music anyway, so we loved that 70s feel about it, with like the shaft and stuff
And
like
as
that.
well, we released it at Christmas and it went straight at number 10. And to release at Christmas and get top 10 without being heard of and beating the likes of Whitney Houston and Mary J. Blige and all that was absolutely fantastic. And I do think that if we hadn't released at Christmas and released earlier or quite a bit, I think it had been a lot higher in the charts. But I think all three of us are very proud of it being a number 10 at Christmas at the hardest time of the
Especially
year.
sticking around. It
And
didn't just
sticking
go in and
around in
go.
the charts for 8
Everybody
weeks.
thought it was brilliant because everybody thought
Oh,
we should
don't
not
do
do
it,
it, don't do it, and all that. But what we were trying to do was, as well, Hugh, who's the MD of Innocent Records, we wanted to prove that we weren't just another girl band because nobody, I'd personally never heard of it before, somebody releasing, a new band releasing at Christmas. Only big acts release at Christmas, at the Christmas week or 2 weeks before or whatever. And we did that and everyone was like, that's mad. So maybe even that helped us anyway because people were curious, what are they doing, do you know what I mean? So that's
You're
cool.
up against Westlife and everyone, weren't
Yeah, I think they got the number 1 and we was at the number 10 spot. Oh no, I think by Christmas we dropped up to number 21, I think.
That was
we
with
released just
Sia.
the week before.
Yeah, because
At Christmas.
Westlife got number 1 with
Yeah.
Sia, didn't they? We got number 6
We see you.
when we did Sia.
Oh no, I'm talking about the Christmas because they got the Christmas number 1, didn't they?
Yeah.
The Millennium number 1 when we had Right Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
And then we got
And it was mad. It was like Millennium, Christmas, our first Christmas as a band, our first
Millennium's
our
coming.
first single released, and like we going to parties and our songs getting played in the nightclubs and stuff. And it was like
Good.
it's really weird.
Do you dance though when you?
No.
No.
Because everyone starts pointing, going, this is Natasha from Atomic Kitten, and it's sort of
It's really hard because you don't know what to do because if you go into a club and they play this song, it's like, you're already dancing and then your song comes on and everyone looks at you like, do a carry on dancing?
they're like, is she gonna dance or
or
isn't
do
she?
a sit down because if a sit down they might think, oh, she's a snob. If a carry on dancing they might think
She loves herself.
She loves herself. So you're like, oh, what do I do? But I went out the other night and they played I Want Your Love at the end of the night. But when I first went in, they played the remix of Right Now. And I'd had a couple of drinks and I just sat down. I was like, yeah, okay, got it. But at the end of the night, I had a load of drinks and I was on the stage and I was
exactly.
giving it all
If you've
this.
had a few and like your song comes on, you're like, yeah, it's me, it's great. Because you're just so proud of yourself.
So tell me about I Want Your Love because it's slightly more, I don't know, mature-y than the
I don't know, I think Right Now was very mature. Right Now brought a very old audience and if you listen to the lyrics...
Yeah, it was very mature. It's just as well though, because this video was one like a really like I think sophisticated video, but Right Now was very a young video. We really enjoyed that. It was our first video, and we were just having a scream when we did it. So people would say that it was a younger song if they saw the videos. That's what they probably go by.
younger image, yeah. But tell me about making I Want Your Love then, because it's quite futuristic.
It
and-
was. The theme was Wild West meets Barbarella. And
It's a wash and go advert, actually.
all our videos are wash and go adverts, aren't
Yeah,
they?
the video was a 26-hour day with 2-hour breaks.
And the theme of it basically is, we've landed from space in our little pods, they got bedrooms, and we venture outside into the wild. And it's the desert, and then the next thing, these like 3 cowboys appears, and we have like a showdown with them, and they win, and they transform us into like cowgirls. It's a bit mad. It's good though.
Good though, it's a good video.
And we've
It's
got
my
a break-
favourite video.
We've got a breakdown halfway through the middle, and it's like a skit on Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal. Like with all whips and chains, broken bottle sound effects, and
It's good.
And then all the
mad.
dancers are on the floor at the end.
Yeah.
That's because we won.
knackered them out.
Can't keep
No.
up to
can't handle the pace.
We
Can't
won.
keep up with the kittens, no one can.
So where did the name come from, Atomic Kitten? Whose idea was that?
Well, we used to have a clothes designer, and her clothes label was called Atomic Kitten. So we took it from there, but it was a bit Atomic Kitten. It was a bit bland.
She kept saying aromatic kitten, and then Crispy Duck would come walking on stage or something.
Oh, yeah, I did.
So one day Kerry said, "What about Atomic?" And we went,
Because I'm blonde and I'm dead clever and it's real, honest.
But it has been an atomic rise, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been exploding. It's been mad.
Explosive, man.
It hasn't hit us at all. We haven't changed. We're still enjoying it and we still can't believe we're doing it ourselves. Even now when, you know, like I said before, you know, sometimes they, oh yeah, they're not famous, they've come from the same place. Even now, I met Kylie Minogue and I was in her fan club and I started...
we all were.
We all started singing, Put
Put your hand on your heart and tell me.
And I was so like gobsmacked. I was like, oh my God, I remember watching Charlene in Neighbours and now
The mechanic.
yeah, and she stood there in front of me and I was like,
We were that gobsmacked, she pushed my boyfriend over.
I literally
It's like a
pushed
bio. She went,
I was like,
I'm just
oh,
supposed to Kylie. And he went, oh.
I was so...
And the funniest thing was we were standing there and she was standing in the way of her getting past. And you know the way you go, oh sorry, she goes, oh sorry Kylie. I just like, I know your name. And I just cracked up, I was like, you divvy.
I was so...
Sorry Kylie Minogue. I'm your #1 fan.
What do you think of her track?
she's
Brilliant.
The
oh,
song,
fantastic.
fantastic.
She looks amazing in it.
I know.
If I was a fella, I'd fancy her.
I'm a woman and I fancy it anyway. No, I'm only joking.
Think a hot pants are as famous as she is.
I don't care, but I think she looks gorgeous in it.
I
She's
do.
fantastic.
Brilliant,
And the
brilliant.
paper's saying that it only got #1 because without pants is a load of rubbish.
Because if you're listening to a song, you can't
that what
see
he
a
said?
bum,
Yeah.
can you? If you're listening on the radio
Oh,
or on
brilliant.
CD.
She looks brilliant in it and she's such a lovely person. I expected to be like Jerry Alloway because Jerry comes in, she has all these,
Halliwell.
yeah, she has all these like doormen round her, which I don't see the point in. Kylie Watson on her own. Just herself, dead nice, no bother. I was like, she's classy.
She was like, oh, the cup of tea. And we were like chatting to her and she's like, oh.
She was so nice, so bloody nice.
Is there anyone else who, you know, I mean, who you admire and how?
Mel
C.
Really, really good friends with her. She's wicked, you know. We are really good friends. She's hilarious. We get on with her so well. She's a really nice girl. She's the nicest spice.
And she taught you, and she taught you a lot, because she's had to deal with a lot from the papers.
I mean, she
how
said to us,
prepared are you for that sort of
Well,
invasion?
we're on the same label as like the Spice Girls, and she was like one of the first like famous people who we ever met, and we were like, oh, we're Atomic Kitten. She's like, yeah, I know who you are. And we were like, oh, she knows us, and she said, listen, you know, sometimes it doesn't last that long, so enjoy every minute of it.
she
Don't
said
take
to
it
me,
too serious.
walking out CD UK the other day, because she said, you look really tested. We've got 23 hour dinner. She was walking out, she went, or you. She goes, if you're tired, get yourself to bed, because if you don't want to do it, don't. I said, all right, Mel, I will. But she's lovely. She's an absolute babe. She's a really nice girl.
And I remember I told her about, because me and my boyfriend have got like this, because we got engaged, we got like this spread in a magazine for me and him, and I told her about it, and me and her were jumping up and down going, yay! Just swinging each other around, it was daft.
She's mad.
She's lovely.
I was going to say, because if you've got time for private lives and all this, you know.
Well, me and Kerry sort of can't be bothered.
I could be bothered.
We get restless.
I'm just very much in love. I was so before the band, and I am more so now.
Good, because so your relationship sort of survived.
Oh, totally and utterly, yeah, because I'm really, I've loved this lad since I was little, so I want to make it work.
Is that something that you found now as well, maybe making friends and things like that?
It's really hard, I guess, for us to get a boyfriend now.
But with me, it is.
It's like we can't be bothered really. I mean, we've tried some relationships.
There's no point
out.
because it's like, oh, we'll go out tonight, but oh, I might be able to see you in about 2 weeks' time for a few hours. And then if you do get in a relationship, it's like you never see them and then you start getting all
and as well,
jealous.
if you just go out and meet somebody that, you know, that aren't in the business, it's like, are they with me because it's me, or are they with me because I'm in a band? And then you meet somebody in the business, it's like, well, they're in the same business, so they're going to be away a lot.
And as well,
So you
there's
can't
other
win,
things,
really.
if you meet people in the business as well as other things of press and getting into
I'm
trouble
sure
with
there's a
fans
Mr. Right out
and
there for us somewhere,
stuff
or a
like that.
couple.
Just the one will be all
Just
right
trying
for
to
now.
find them.
Why not? Why not? So in all this partying and everything, if you've got time, tell me about the album and plans.
album's done. It's called The Good, The Bad and The Kitten.
It's already out in Japan. It's coming out in Asia soon.
It comes out in October over here.
Yeah. So we're
It's
really
really good.
excited because if it sells well,
I see
early
it
next
pizza.
year, we'll be able to do our own like theatre tour to start off,
Yeah.
which would be brilliant.
As well, it's a bit of a compilation album. It's got your pure pop, funk, disco type. Get your stuff. It's got quite dancing music on there. If you've got remixes, it's got your R&B. It's got your classic ballads that are absolutely fantastic.
Your
It's
novelty
really
songs.
good.
What's it called again?
The Good, The Bad and The Kitten.
But Japan, tell me about Japan, because that's been amazing.
We've been there 5 times now. We've got our own TV ad over there. We've got our own clothes label. We've got our own computer games. We've got our own Japanese dolls. We've got crazy fans.
Got a song on a film.
We've got a song on a film.
Abby said that.
It's an advert. We've got everything and
Clothes
everything.
label.
Chloe said that one.
Dolls.
Obviously, I wasn't
Dolls.
listening.
No,
We've
go
got
back to sleep. Natasha.
dolls.
Is it weird? Is it like going to a different planet?
I can't still. Japan is great. We love Japan. It's absolutely fantastic. But it's really hard because at first it was really hard to get used to because I'd never been anywhere like that in my life. I'd only ever been to Torremolinos in Spain. And then to go to Japan, it's like a really, I was like, oh,
It's a different world.
it's so different and they're so reserved. But now we're getting used to it. We know where the shops are, we know where the pubs are, we know where everything is, and it's great. We love it. And we're going back there again in a couple of weeks. And we've been to China as well, which was good.
China, how did you go down there?
I expected it to be a lot like China, but it's not. They're a lot more wild
like
over
Japan.
there. That's what I meant. They're a lot more wild, a bit, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
very
our
much so.
manager was like saying, you've got to be very quiet, don't show your arms, your belly. And everyone's got these little belly tops on and we've got these big jumpers on roasting.
We were
We
sweating.
were sweating, so we want to put our shorts and little t-shirts on, and they're great over there.
It's mad because it's so Japan and China are so close. Yet in
So
in
different.
Japan they're like, can I have your autograph? And then like you see and they faint. You
And
know what I
like
mean?
in
And
China,
then
they're
China,
like,
you go
"Can you
sign
sign
that,
this?"
and then you
And they
go
go,
okay.
And they just like pull it off you dead
And then
quick.
get you to sign something else, and you're like, whoa.
But
And
it's
they're
really good.
and they're pushing each other out the way to get to you. It's really
It's very
weird.
manic over there.
Yeah. It's very good. We like it in China. We like Japan as well. It's lovely.
I like the food
Plus the
in
Chinese
China.
food's nice.
Yeah, the food.
Sweet and sour chicken.
They did a lovely,
Beijing
gorgeous chips and fish.
Fish and chicken.
Yeah, I don't like it. I like them too. I just like good old English
Beijing,
food.
Beijing.
Every time she
cabbage.
goes to Japan, she lives on chips and chicken curry for 2 weeks.
From room service.
I
She ends up with the wildie.
no, I eat everything except for certain veggies.
Sorry.
So, do you all sort of attract different guy fans then? Do you notice
We
that?
put everyone off totally.
We never get any guy fans.
Really?
I think we
It must
scare
be
them.
a weird, other than your stalker.
I think we
guy.
intimidate a lot
I
of people.
think we're scary because we're very loud in your face. And like I said, one guy would be nice. You stop beating me up. One guy would be nice, just the one for any of us.
Because you
Phone
start
numbers-
fighting over them.
I know. You stop pinching me.
Kerry and Tash usually go for
They
the same
obviously
type.
hate each other.
Yeah, we used to kind of.
We do, but we don't.
We do and we don't. We used to kind of go for
I'm
the
into
same
into
taste.
dark hair,
She's
tall,
in the sporty type, isn't she?
The tall, dark, handsome, sporty type.
dark, handsome, sporty type.
So, if you had to choose your own celebrity boyfriend, who would you choose?
Oh,
I'm
Ben
not even
Affleck.
saying. I'm not even saying because
I've already been out with a celebrity boyfriend. But I'd go out with Rod Stewart any day. Rod Stewart, I keep saying it and he's not got in touch with me, man.
Well, I haven't been out with a
Come on.
celebrity boyfriend. I'm still
Oh.
waiting.
So, which celebrity boyfriend did you have?
Brian from Westlife.
Oh, missed out on that one.
Oh my God.
You must be the
You're
only
the first.
person.
you're the only one who
It's
doesn't
still
know.
going on in the papers now. I'm surprised I'm not bored.
Even though they're in the other
America.
side of the world or something, she's obviously still with him. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Honest.
Oh no. I mean, how do you cope though if you do read things that aren't true about it?
No, it was true.
Yeah.
But now it's like,
It's
and we're
boring
still
now.
really good friends, you know what I mean? We still talk and stuff. And he was in Manchester visiting some friends and we was in Liverpool doing a gig and I invited him over. And he came over to see a gig and that was it. You know, they're good friends and that really annoys me. If you're friends with another boy for a boy band, you
Yes.
see together, they automatically think you're together and they put a story in it. And it wasn't true, you know. He came to see all three of us, not just me, because we're all friends.
And my boyfriend.
And then the
And
roast.
he was with her boyfriend and
Whoa, not like that.
And her boyfriend was pretending to be in Westlife.
Just like to
As a
take the
joke,
mickey.
to take the mickey.
Oh no, it was Brian who said it, wasn't it?
It was Brian that said it. Anyway, in the papers the next day, the title was Kerry on regardless. In the Mirror,
And then it was saying that I was going out with another member from Westlife.
Which was her
It's
boyfriend.
actually my boyfriend.
Who I hardly spoke to all night anyway. And it was like, oh my God.
It's mad
But me
because
and Brian just laugh
but we're
about it
friends.
anyway.
But it's weird though because we're friends with like boy bands and stuff. You know, as we are girl bands. Because the thing is with me, I've been
Okay,
I've
that'll be next,
grown up.
won't it?
I've grown up. I've grown up with like boys all my life playing football and stuff like that. So I get on with lads. And the thing
one
is,
of
if I'm
our-
friends with lads that are boy bands, I
One
get
of
into
our
trouble.
bestest like friends, like bands, is Precious. And we go out with them all the time. And you never hear a story about, oh, Atomic Kitten and Precious have a good night out.
It's,
No, yeah,
if there's another boy band there, it's like, oh, Atomic Kitten singing. I mean, in the papers the other day, they linked me to another boy, which is totally loads of rubbish. And it really annoys me because it's like, you're scared of talking
and the
to anybody.
funny one is, we've all three of us been linked with one band as well. It's just like, you know,
You're Westlife, you're
No.
all Westlife.
no, not one.
But I always think with whoever.
No, all three of us been linked to one band.
Think about it.
I'm
But
lost.
not many. That you just get lost. So
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And it's madness.
So you brought
Chit,
me
chit.
to madness. There you go.
Yeah. Who's madness?
Our house in the middle of our street.
Oh, is it?
good morning, sir.
Oh.
Can I help you?
Okay.
Can I help you?
Baggy trousers.
Now you're making me feel who's madness. Don't say that.
Denise and all that.
So what music were you listening to when you grew up? 70s, you say, or
Yeah, 60s.
Quincy Jones, George Benson, Earth, Wind and Fire, like Philadelphia Motown.
The
sounds.
Eagles, the
Country
Beatles.
and Western, Rod Stewart, Dr. Rock.
We haven't got one Beatles song in our house.
I have.
I have got millions.
Which is very rare
Elvis
to be a scouser.
Presley,
that's true.
Gene Pickney.
Beatles, though, I mean, can you see that far down the line?
The next thing, no one will ever touch them with a barge pole.
Who?
No.
The Beatles.
Beatles. Nah.
No.
It's like the Spice Girls are big, but they weren't as big as the Beatles. And I doubt, I think it'll be a long time before anyone ever gets the status that they ever had.
Yeah. And we're proud to be from the same area.
Absolutely, absolutely. Does that sort of stay to
They're the men, darling.
Okay. Being that big, would that sort of frighten you? Like looking at, say, people like Posh and Beckham and...
No.
Yeah.
No, not really. Imagine having all that money and all that fame. I don't think anyone would complain about that. I'm sorry.
Nah.
No, but it's a bit weird though, because when like Posh
She
goes...
can't even go for
What?
a pee
Oh,
without
I was just going to
knowing.
say that. When Posh goes to Luton on number 2, everybody knows what it smelt like. Do you know what I mean? It was in OK magazine the other day.
Yeah, but she probably got paid for it.
Yeah.
I'd love it.
Go on, eat a curry and get the wildies. We'll give you $1 million.
I'd love to be able to earn that much money so I could just like sort my family out and just make sure that no one had to like worry
I think
anymore.
Posh Spice has now just become famous for being famous.
Yeah.
I think it's overboard now. And every picture you see of her is the same.
Boob tube, pushing the boobs up. Spiky hair.
She smiles now.
I like her, mate. I think she's very funny.
Yeah.
I do like her a lot.
She's got a new
I'm
song.
looking forward
Oh,
to
yeah.
the single, yeah. I'm looking
Have you
forward,
heard it?
No,
It's
really?
wicked.
Is it good?
Good song.
looking forward to it coming out.
Good song.
Good as Kylie's?
No.
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 So, if one last question, just like, how would you describe your image? Do you
What did it say?
We haven't really got an image. We just, when we wake up in the morning, it's not like,
could
right,
pour cold water
we all
on our
have
face
to
and
wear
it's like
this so we
shock.
match, because do we match? No. We just wear what we want to wear, whatever's comfy. I mean, that's it really.
cool? One last question. So,
It wasn't me.
immediate future,
It wasn't me.
What can we expect from Atomic Kitten, like, next? Where can people see you sort of like in the next month? What you're going to be doing?
We're away in the next month in a selfie stage for 6
Well,
weeks.
we've got the release of our
new
single on the 3rd of
It's
July.
like I Want Your Love and it's dead good.
They can expect us to have a holiday.
And then we get a week's holiday before we go away for 6 weeks. So it'll be a bit quiet on the Kitten front, but we'll be
Yeah,
back.
because I'm going to be lying on a beach.
We'll be back.
Lying on a beach with my fiance.
Jealous?
I am. I'm not going on holiday. I'm stuck here.
You're going away New Year.
New Year?
Yeah.
I don't want to be in a
I booked it in January as well.
Excellent.
It's a good job she booked it because then we actually get it off.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. See ya.
Thank you.